Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It is Wednesday. 'Tis 7 o'clock, and we are your Woman Crush Wednesday podcast for everything sports related. My name is Amber.
And I am Amanda.
And we are the A-Team here and ready to discuss women's impact into sports. How you been, Amanda?
Good. And we also want to say to all the women out there, happy National Women's History Month.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was an amazing thing.
Can I just say anything women touch just turns to gold? Shall I just say?
It multiplies, that's for sure.
Just puffs right out gold is what it does. That's just my opinion. What's going on with you, Amber?
Pardon?
What's going on with you?
Man, living the dream. I am a grandmother for the 6th time. Let's welcome Valkyrie Ellisage Pena into the world. She is just under a week old. Mom and baby girl are happy and healthy and at home safe.
Mm-hmm.
And big sister Evanora is having a blast with it. So congratulations to my son and his wonderful wife, and having a beautiful family with the latest daughter as an addition.
That's so sweet. Congratulations to you too. How many grandchildren is this now?
He makes it a 6-pack.
You know,
Do you believe it?
There should be a certain threshold that these children have that say we're done having kids. So do we feel that the children are done having little ones, or do we feel like it's going to continue?
They're going to continue.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to continue as much as they can. I mean, you got to remember, I've got 6. So,
oh man,
3 of them have 2 kids each. So we're halfway there.
Hi, Dan. Welcome to the show. And he has 2 grandchildren.
Lovely.
Mm-hmm. And my parents have 3, 4, 5. They have 6. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
6. And I am the only one with 1, and I am perfect with that.
You're okay with that.
Just say perfect with that number.
No, I completely understand. That's for sure. It is amazing. It is Women's History Month.
Mm-hmm.
Something I just recently learned about. I thought women were part of history throughout the ages and every day of every year since our existence in recording history. Mm-hmm. But we get a month to spotlight women's history. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was amazing. And I've been looking. One of the latest historical things that y'all might have seen was the bobsledder that got gold, 5th Olympics in. She is from New Braunfels, Texas, and the city of New Braunfels is honoring their Olympic gold champion with a parade in her name, in her honor. So I might actually make a trip out to go see that Saturday, March 14th, for any of you in the local area that would like to go see a parade. Mm-hmm. It would be perfect weather, and be able to meet a real life Olympian.
That's amazing. And first of all, can I just say, if you have not seen the movie Cool Runnings, you need to watch it. You need to watch it. It is very
Feel
good.
The winner. Feel the rhyme. It's bobsled time.
One of John Candy's amazing, one of his best, other than Uncle Buck, but that's a whole
the late and great John Candy. I loved him the most in Home Alone as the band leader for the polka group that she got in the U-Haul truck with him.
I just wanted to give him a big hug in that movie.
Man.
Yeah. Yes. And to Catherine O'Hara's family too, all thoughts and prayers with you. That was a huge shock. And she was also, obviously, as you all know, in Home Alone. So yes. Before we get started too, we are awaiting our special guest, Mike Jones. He is the owner of the Michigan Arrows with the COFL. as a lot of you have seen too, the Michigan Arrows' new head coach was announced, Steve Kaiser. I had the pleasure, Amber had the pleasure, along with many others, of meeting him at the CGS event that we were at. And he is very impressive. What need I say? He was with the Minnesota Vikings, but that's just, putting that out there in the ether. But yeah, so we will be having him on too soon as well. So be on the lookout to have Steve Kaiser on too. But yeah, I wanted to throw that out. So Mike Jones will be joining us. He is the owner of the Michigan Arrows. He will be coming on shortly. I'm going to, Amber, if you have something you want to do real quick, I'm going to touch base with him.
Yeah, before we get into that, I was kind of wanting to look at some of the latest and greatest that happened in the UFL, seeing that we are, less than 25 days away. Folks, if you have not gone out to get your tickets, please do so now, as they are filling up fast. As of the 2nd of March, we're looking at some pretty high estimates compared to the previous season. So I've got to say, Rapoli is doing his thing. We saw commercials on some of the NASCAR racing events over the weekend. We got to see some extra marketing happening in local markets. And there was a article from the News Hub, from the UFL News Hub, that was pretty interesting in regards to the attendance. And I was loving it, man. It was phenomenal. I enjoyed it. Being able to see the I don't know what's the word for it. Being able to see the various markets and how they're doing was pretty amazing. I will say these are estimates, so please don't go cramming in your penny for your thoughts kind of comments in regards to these. These are estimates. The maps can be a little misleading behind it because the sections are light blue, and then some of it's grayed out. So if you go to the UFLnewshub.com and you look at it, you pull up that article, you'll see the stadium lineups, the how they're mapped out and everything, which I love, because in this you get to see what the maps are like. Let's see if I can get this to
let's scroll on down there.
Let's scroll through here, and I'm gonna remove this real quick and then add it back because it's not letting me scroll. So, but yeah, it's interesting to see how the maps are done, because they're actually, the UFL's being smart about this, and they are closing out some of the sections in the stadiums. Yeah,
which makes total sense, right? It's logic, right?
It makes sense. I mean, you don't want to put too much out there and make it look very spotty. So we're going to start with the Birmingham Stallions. As y'all look at the map here, you see only half of it right here is being hit up. Now, these blue sections, believe it or not, plenty of tickets in these sections. This backside on the away side is not going to be opened up for ticket purchase.
And shall we say, this is courtesy of UFL News Hub, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, UFL News Hub. But the mapping, it's not showing it, doesn't mean that we can't open it up in the future. So if we fill, so you see we got these light blue sections. These are sections, I don't know what the capacities are, I'm just throwing arbitrary numbers, but they're a higher capacity percentage versus these darker blues, okay? And if we can get all of these to turn light blue, then maybe the Stallion Stadium might open up some of these gray sections for a little bit more action. But we need to get their capacity. So the actual capacity of the entire stadium is just over 47,000. They are estimating the UFL's capacity, just this bottom section here that you see that's blue, is at over 14,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right now, the single game tickets are at 7,300. Okay, it doesn't count in for season tickets, doesn't count in for corporate or group things. All right, these are strictly the single game tickets that you pick up at like Ticketmaster or Axis or any other sort of ticket distribution sites that you guys can get into. I
Mm-hmm.
think that they're going to be great because the TV is going to be showing all of that side and it's going to look good. I
Mm-hmm.
understand while they're doing this. Now, remember, they're also going to have their first home game in week 4, right? So when we look at this, you're not going to see ticket sales for the first 3 weeks for Birmingham because they're going to be playing away. That's something
Mm-hmm.
else that we got to take in consideration with their sales and with their first home game being in week 4. I think they're the last team in all of this. When we get to the
Mm-hmm.
Aviators,
Now, are
you
these
see
week? These are week 1 numbers,
these are all week 1
correct?
numbers, correct.
Okay. Okay.
But the exception is the first home game tickets for
Mm-hmm.
Birmingham. Okay. These are all the first home game ticket sales for each stadium. You see the stadium here for the Aviators, they got both sides open. We see a lot of light blue, meaning their capacity is almost full. The darker blue is not. So you still got some options here in the middle along the 50-yard if you want, or even along in the corners if you're looking for that full angled effect for the football field.
And the
Right? So,
reason I'm saying this is for the first home game for these teams, right, is because there is still time, everyone. You
yes,
still have time to get your tickets for the home openers, which is always the most electric game, in my opinion, other than the end of the season, right? Playoffs
correct.
is honestly most of the time the most electric game of the season. So that's my reasoning of bringing that up is that there is still time.
Right. So the first home game for the Aviators is actually week 2, April 3rd, right? So
Mm-hmm.
this stadium here, the Crew Stadium, history behind the Crew Stadium, they can seat up to 20,000. I think that if the Aviators pull out a great season this year for their initial, their inaugurative season, I think they can fill this stadium up. I
Mm-hmm.
really think they could. They've got the potential. The potential's there. I think those upper sections on each side could easily be opened up for them. I think the end zones can easily be opened up. Right now, they're estimating the UFL seating capacity to be just under 13,000, but as of the second, they've sold just over 10 single game tickets. Not
Mm-hmm.
the season players, not the season ticket holders, but
That's
I
pretty
think that these
good.
sections, I think that this is going to be the first market that actually opens up their tickets. I'm looking forward to it.
Hey, champ.
Um, the Renegades. The Renegades here, they've got week 1 home opener on Saturday against the Houston Gamblers, and they've got one half. I will give a little bit of grace because there's a lot of renovations going on at the stadium. It's a Toyota Stadium in out there in that area. So I just want to make sure that
Grace for construction. Is that what you just said?
there's renovations going on out there.
Go-
See?
I don't care. I don't care.
Hey,
Renovation, schmenovation. Don't care.
just saying. But they've got
That
their
should not
stadium almost.
be. Okay.
Theirs is at almost 8,500 with the renovations going on. Right now, they've got just over 5,500 tickets sold. Single tickets. Let's remember that, guys.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't get a bad seat. Like, I've been to this stadium. There's not a bad seat. There really is not a bad seat at all anywhere in this stadium.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it because they have an outdoor courtyard that has a big, giant screen that you can catch all of the action like head on right there.
What
I'll
I
tell
want to
you,
know is are we sure? Are we 100% positive that this estimated tickets distributed number is not including season ticket holders?
that's what I'm being told.
Told,
But
or is that in this article?
it's in the article, but
Oh, okay. I just want to
it's
verify.
not it's not in the actual article, it's one of the comments that's made by one of the numbers guys. They commented on here, and I've been told from behind the scenes that the season ticket sales are not being linked in here because we're looking at the Ticketmaster seating apps. We're looking at the very like Access seating apps, Ticketmaster, BetTix, GovX, those all of where you can get your tickets at. That's where they're showing this.
Okay.
Okay.
Got
now,
it.
when we go to the Defenders, DC, boy, y'all put on a show. And I'm not going to lie, that section 117, I'm still irritated that I can't get up there. You have to be in DC Defender colors to be able to go feed the snake, right? But look at all that we've got. It's a great stadium, wonderful seating. I've been to the stadium. There's not a bad seat at all in that stadium. It doesn't matter where you go. Get your tickets.
My question for Audi Field, right, is because I've been to that stadium.
Yeah.
Okay. And I've said this before, it is very steep, mind you. You could yodel all the way up there if you wanted to. My biggest thing is it opened all the way to the top or of that section? Or is it just like, why is their stadium so open? Right?
So their stadium, they do have an upper section, but it's closed off. They've got the suites and they've got the benches open. I'm assuming for corporate and for group events, that kind of thing. But it's only on one side. And this is a great stadium to sit in and experience any kind of event, whether it's American football, European football, or anything else that they've got going on in that area. I loved when we went. We had a little bit of trash talking going on. People came and took pictures with us. They were nice enough to allow us to go on the field for the flag ceremony to help hold the flag. And Doug and the rest of the defending super fans were more than hospitable out there. Everyone was accommodating. Outside of the back and forth banter with the trash talking, it was perfect. I didn't have any issues.
I will say about Audi Field too. My dad and I took the truck up there, which was a drive. We went up there and yeah, all the fans are great at Audi Field. Like, yeah, they have their fun banter, whatever, but it was never anything crossing the line. It was very, very fun. But yeah, it is a great stadium.
It is.
I just hope that whoever is making that truck back, if you don't the Battlehawks playing them out there and then driving back home after a loss. Oh my gosh. I was like, we're going to have to be in a hotel. I'm falling asleep. My adrenaline was just kind of.
I will tell you, with them being they're the defending champions for this season, right? So, I'm looking forward to seeing more ticket sales because I'm surprised that they're at roughly 50% of their capacity compared to their full capacity for UFL estimations.
And it's sounding like the championship game will also be at Audi Stadium.
That's what I'm hearing.
UFL.
So we'll see how it goes. Gamblers, this is the new stadium for them. A new look, a new name, a new stadium. They're getting it all in one fell swoop. Here in Houston, this is Shell Energy Stadium, and it is home to Major League Soccer teams, the Dynamo and the Dash. For those of you who are soccer fans, they have various spots open. The end zones, as you can see, are one side has more sections than the other side, and that's because you've got the lockers in and out in one spot. It's not a visitors and home team. They're all going through the same set of locker rooms. Okay. I love the layout. Again, I've been to a few of the Dynamo games. I've been to some of the college games that have played there. Not a bad seat in the house. I will say that the stadium sits where the end zones are north and south, which is a bonus because the sun setting in the east and the west have those higher sections above, which can help shade the lower sections.
Mm-hmm.
So their capacity is UFL is estimating just over 15,000, and as of right now, they're almost at 10. So is it
Amber, what can we say for this? What can we say that the Predator couple helped maybe just a smidget with that number? Maybe just
I
a
don't know. I hope so.
dash.
I'm not going to take credit for it. I know the super fans, all of the Houston super fans, all of the UFL super fans have been diligently hard at work trying to push out as much as they can on social media. The tailgates have been pushing out as much as they can, and they're trying to make I can tell you right now, Joker Wild, super fan for the Houston Gamblers, phenomenal with the
Mhm.
videos that he's pushed out, cashing all of his chips in, retiring the rig rocker and saying, look, I'm all in for the Houston Gamblers, the Predator couple. They're cashing all in too. And I'm looking forward to seeing how the casino tailgate does. I'm looking forward to seeing if these numbers actually hold throughout the season. Understand that their first home game is week 2. So they're playing away for week 1 against the Renegades in Arlington, and then they'll be home for their home opener in week 2. I'm looking forward to it. Now, if you notice,
Okay, go
it's a
ahead.
Sunday, April 5th is their home opener, so they're going to have the last game for that Sunday for week 2. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll see. I like the second level.
I also hope that the UFL comes out with their tailgating schedules soon too. I think that the earlier they get those things out, the better. I mean, here we are less than 30 days away. So everyone likes to plan, right? So it just gives a little bit more incentive, more exciting things out there. The faster they get out that tailgating info, the better. So.
Right. I will say that as of right now, I have not heard from my season ticket sales rep on tailgating, but I've been speaking with them as well as the corporate coordinator to find out if there are going to be any events and any season tickets that we need to look at and possibly plan for tailgates. As soon as we find out, we're spreading it like wildfire throughout social media. That way, every tailgate can get it figured out, and maybe other teams that are looking at our pages might start checking their pages and say, "Hey, so and so got their ticket, and they got their tailgate figured out. Why aren't we falling in line as well?" So, I mean, we'll see how it goes. Fingers crossed it comes out this week, if not next.
I'm also curious about weather. Okay. A lot of these stadiums are outside. Most of them, I mean, you had San Antonio, Michigan Panthers, St. Louis that were all inside. Now with only St. Louis, right, being indoors.
Right.
How is that going to affect, or will that affect St. Louis? But will it also affect these other teams because of noise, right? When you're inside, obviously St. Louis is known for the loudness of the stadiums. And when you're outside, obviously it can get loud, but it doesn't seem the same. So I'm just curious to see that aspect of it too, on how the teams will perform, but also wind. And wind is a huge factor always in the game of football, as well as inclement weather. So as I remember last year, I believe it was a playoff game. I think it was like week 8, maybe last year, where it was torrential downpour.
Right.
I think that it was St. Louis and DC game maybe, but it was like torrential downpour, and how they handled that and everything, and how the players did on the field too, with slipping, missed passes, things like that. So I am curious to see how that plays a huge factor in this season too. Well, not to change the subject.
For sure. And I'm curious to see how these new stadiums are going to turn out. I'm going to both of these new stadiums this year. So I'm looking forward to seeing this one specifically because it's got this area right here on this backside tail end zone. It says waterfront. What
They have a little
is it?
infinity type water thing over there,
I
or
don't know. I'm curious. And then if we look, you've got this whole away side that's got all of these here, and then the home side just has these two. I'm like, why are we not showcasing the home team in the home stadium? I don't know which way, what direction this faces regarding the sun, or whether it sets or rises, whatever. Are they thinking that this is going to be in everyone's eyes, and so they're putting us on the backside? Man, if you come to Louisville, Dan, you got to find us because
Dan, I'm telling
we will be
you,
there.
do not contemplate, right? Because go.
Just
And
go.
if anything, go for the experience of going into and walking into a new stadium. I have to say, like, I know it's a different league, but I went to the Dallas stadium, like Dallas Cowboys stadium, like in December with my parents to see the Cowboys and the Vikings play. And I have to tell you, going into a different atmosphere, a different stadium is just an experience in itself, right? Being around the atmosphere of everyone, but then going in and seeing the field and their turf and how they have it set up. It's just a very fun experience to see, but also to meet other fans. It's always an exciting experience. Like as we know, Amber, that UFL is very much family driven, right? We're all very close. We all get to know each other. So it's just fun. So definitely still don't contemplate. Just go.
Just go. Just go. You'll have a great time regardless. Now, the wild thing about the Kings here, new stadium, new expansion team, and they get the season opener on the 27th. So they get the Friday Night Lights edition, and their capacity, they're almost at 100%. Look at this, 9,500, just under 9,600 for the estimation for the UFL, but they've already sold almost 8,000. Guys, I'm wondering if they can sell it out, and then once they sell it out, they start opening up this home side. Inquiring minds. I'm just saying.
Would you, Amber, because we say anything women touch turns to gold, right? From your business, put your business hat on, turn that hat around. So you mean business, okay? From your business point of view perspective, would you open up another section for the amount of money to get more people in there that it may not fill up that entire section? Would you do that? Is it worth the money, is what I'm saying?
I'd say it's worth it because you've already got it. You've already got the venue. So even if it's just one section opened up with one seat, there's still one more ticket sale than before. And honestly, all it is just, okay, here you go. You're in this section. The game's already playing. It's already being televised. You've already got your sponsors. You've already got your concessions. You've already got your parking. You've already got all of this stuff lined up. It's just a matter, do we want to? Now, here's the kicker. If we sit here and we do all of this, these blue sections, the dark blue, has to turn to light blue. Remember, all of these light blue sections still have seating available. The dark blue sections have more seating available. So the single ticket game sales are what's making the impact here. It's not the seasons. We're not even taking into account the season tickets sales. It's the single ticket sales that are being put up on these ticket boards and these secondary sites like Ticketmaster, so on and so forth. I do know that do what?
Go ahead.
I do know that Lynn Bowden was getting on X and it was sitting here talking about the Kings and getting close to it and like trying to push that sellout for that first home opener. I want to see it happen, just to see it happen. I think that would be a phenomenal little feather in the maybe a jewel in the crown of the kings, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that it would be great to see that happen. Their inaugural game, first home opener for the season. Yeah, there you
Just
go.
saying. This is
Yeah.
why I say women do the finances in the home, PayPal. This is a new generation.
I think it's amazing. I'm looking forward to it.
And if the women say to go, then go.
Dan, you got the green light? My friend, make it a
Mm-hmm.
wonderful weekend getaway and bring the missus with you. Get a hotel, go and enjoy it. You can't, and that time of year, dude, the weather's going to be perfect in that part of the country. Can't beat it.
Real quick, can I say this before back up to Louisville real quick? We all know that is Rapoli's, fave. Okay, should I say? With the horse racing stuff, Louisville. Like, I just think that's like his stomping grounds. No pun intended with that
I don't
one.
know. He did say the Battlehawks was America's team, but that's the only stadium that doesn't have a sensory room. So where we at? Is it? Is it not? Is it Kentucky? Is it Louisville? Or is it Missouri? Is it St. Louis? Like, come on. Make up your mind,
Mm-hmm. Is it sustainable? That's my thing. My biggest thing is that, this Louisville is a new team with new ownership coming in here, okay? So the fact that it's doing this well with new ownership, what is that telling you, Amber? And where do you see it going with that? And what mistakes were happened before, maybe?
Well, you got to understand, there's not a football market established in Kentucky right now. You've got college, which is fantastic, great, right? But as far as any level above that, you don't have anything. What the closest is what? Tennessee, the Titans? Maybe? And I'm just rough guesstimating on that. But you got to drive out of state for any NFL, where now we've got UFL right here in the state. There's no reason why anyone in the state of Kentucky should not be going to a UFL game in Louisville to catch some professional football. I think it's.
And I want to say real quick too is that how at every home game they typically normally do the rally towels, okay?
Yep.
Well, I noticed, and shout out to the marketing team of the UFL, because this is where they're getting smart, Amber.
I love it.
They are giving out 10,000 shirts to the people that are in the stadium first, right? So what does that do? That is a walking advertisement for the UFL. You can still do this with a shirt, okay? And with a towel, what do you do with that towel, Amber? You bring it home, maybe you'll hang it up on the wall or something, That's great. But the consistent, right, the consistent walking advertisement by that. And also, I have to say, I had never seen this before, but I am seeing it now. And this is a big shout out to them too, is I play a little game called Happy Color. Okay. If anyone out there, any women that want to play like a mindless entertainment game, it's a great one. Check it out. But when I was done with the game, it went to an ad. The ad that I've consistently seen all week long has been UFL ads for week 1 opening week. And on the bottom that you're seeing on the TV is also telling you to the first however many fans enter in the stadium gets a free blah, blah, blah. Again, another huge marketing tool. Those are much bigger to me than a billboard sign in itself, because everyone's going to be on their phone more in a day than passing a billboard.
Well, not only that,
so it makes total sense.
The ads and the bots and the AI and all of that technology that's thrown behind here, dude, the second you start talking about something, then what happens? You're seeing ad after ad after ad on your phone, in regards to that. So, I
Mhm.
mean, and to sit here and say the
Algorithm.
first 10,000 fans through the gate get a t-shirt, dude, I mean, you can buy the cheap seats, get there early enough, get a free shirt behind it, and still enjoy a great game.
Mhm.
So, where's the loss? It's just generating more buzz. Who wants to be one of the
Mhm.
first 10,000 to get an inaugural opening game shirt? I promise you that date is going to be on there because that is going to be a piece of UFL history right there.
Mhm. Mhm.
I'm just going to go ahead and throw it
Mhm.
out there and let you guys know. Make sure you don't get barbecue sauce on it.
Gotta hope these shirts ain't white, don't we?
But no,
That'd be
I think they're
crazy.
doing a great job advertising it and promoting it,
Mhm.
you know, and getting the general admission. And let's get it to full capacity. I'm so behind that. I'm not even in
Mhm.
Louisville. I'm not from that part of the country, but I'm hoping that the Kings can get that crown for the first inaugural game for the season. I think that would be amazing. You know, moving on
Mhm.
though, we've got the Orlando Storm. Orlando used to be the Guardians back in the day when it was XFL. And then when it all merged, it kind of went to the side. They're coming back. They're coming back and they've rebranded themselves as the Storm, which honestly I think is phenomenal because how many storms hit Florida?
The name is really sticking with me. It
I
really
love
is,
it.
and
The logo is
even more so, like, that game I was talking about where it was torrential downpouring behind them. I wish that the AI could change his jacket while they were doing that, you know, the little
right.
conversation while you're having the interview, and change it to the Orlando Storm gear and having the rain, because I'm not kidding you. It was like torrential behind
Yeah.
him. I think that would have been fun. AI
I
is
mean,
just
the cool
crazy.
thing
So
about this stadium, it's the Inter and Co Stadium. So they've got both sides opened up, but they only have the lower section here on the end zone that's open, and then
mhm.
you've got the other side of the end zone. So if you look, the lower section is in double digits and the upper section's in 100s. You don't see that very often in many stadiums. I love their colors. I love their logo. And yeah, I got to agree with Dan. The uniforms are not my favorite, especially the home side. But it doesn't mean that
I love
it's
them.
not
Mm-mm,
really.
mm-mm,
I
mm-mm,
must be biased then. But their first home game is
mm-mm.
going to be Sunday of week 1, right? And their capacities at 15,000, but they're at 11,000 tickets already sold, guys. Like, I think Rapoli is doing a great job. The secondary market, Ticketmaster, they have it at 4,000 that are still outstanding, which kind of shows the numbers here as to being somewhat accurate. Like, again, these are all estimations, okay? So don't like pin me and to the cross and crucify me behind it. But these are awesome. There's 20 suites. If you see these, you've got the West Club on this side. You've got the East Club on this side. You've got the suites, which are phenomenal. I'm looking forward to going to a game here. I've not seen a bad seat. The end zones, that's where I like to sit because I love the touchdown action. That's just me. But again, I'm looking forward to it. I love all of this. Battlehawks. Last but certainly not least, we got St. Louis. They are in that
Mhm,
big old dome of America Center, right? Where they have
mhm.
multiple levels. And so far, they've got most of it. The top level is definitely grayed out, right? But you've still got pretty good seating options around in the lower bowl. So I love that. I love seeing that. But let's fill them up, you know? Let's see if, quote, America's team for the UFL League is actually the Battlehawks. Because, I don't know, they've got 10,000 plus to go for their capacity. You know, they're 31 6, and the estimated tickets are at 20,100, right?
I wish I could sing that song. Haters gonna hate, 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 hate. Where's Taylor when you need her? Where's Taylor Swift when you need her? Listen, people, 31,000 is the estimated for what that stadium gets, okay? We have
Right,
shown and proven, I'm saying we because I'm here in St. Louis. St. Louis
right.
has consistently shown that on week 1 especially, they can get 32,000 in that stadium,
Here's
okay?
kicker.
Yeah.
Here's kicker. Amanda, hold on. This will be the first year that they don't open up away. In 5 years, this will be their first home opener week 1.
And
I mean, let's see. You finally get to open up after 5 years of being the away team. You're
go
finally
down
going
to
to be
that
the
number
home.
again.
Huh?
Go down to that number again, the numbers.
The numbers?
Yeah. Okay, so actual capacity is 67,277, right? The UFL has set aside basically 31,609, okay?
Mm-hmm.
As of now, 20,126 without what, Amber?
Season tickets. Without the season ticket holders.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Right.
So we haven't added those in there yet. So I just want to review all those other numbers that we went through, right? I sure haven't seen not a 120,000 on there.
No.
You can't always blame the cash cow for everything. Everybody.
Understand
this is,
though,
I constantly keep hearing, it's driving me nuts.
But Amanda, this is also the first time in UFL that they've opened up more sections for St. Louis because of the ticket sale demands in the past.
Right.
This is where St. Louis needs to step up. You're a football city. You've lost your NFL team. You've got a great UFL team. Step up to the plate and show them. Because I'm sorry to say it, but Battlehawk fans are fickle. They are, when they're winning, they're great. Woohoo, go Battlehawks. When they're losing, screw it. I'm throwing my tickets up for sale.
See, I reject that comment. You know why I reject that? You know why I reject that? Is because, listen, this one right here, chiming in right here. Here he goes.
I don't care.
Here we go. Don't care. What I'm saying is, and this is with a lot of teams, okay? For people to say, yeah, if they're winning, they're going to be there. If they're not going to be there, okay? At the end of the day, when Cardinals, obviously, their attendance went way down because they weren't doing that great. That is a city thing, okay? I just don't that irritates me.
I'm just
can't understand.
Don't
because my other half, I hear him all the time in my ear, blah 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 blah, and this is where him and I don't always, and you and him always did. So I'm trying to find my middle ground with you guys all the time. I just don't like when people want to constantly point the finger on St. Louis when every single year they're still the ones out competing everyone in attendance.
Hey, but you can't shoot Messi for being honest. I mean, I'm just bringing you the facts. And the facts are, when they're up, woohoo! When they're down, they're gone. Like, where's the consistency? It's very ebb and flow, and we need the consistencies. And when you look at other teams in that market, because you mentioned the Cardinals, we can't say NFL anymore because they're gone, right? But what about hockey? What about the other sports markets? Because I mean, up north, hockey's a big thing, so I would expect it. And St. Louis has proven that time and time again,
Well, and this is where it's also a big perk here in St. Louis, is because it is inside. So on those very, very hot days, or when it is raining, You're not going to want to go and sit out in the rain at a Cardinals game or scorch yourself and have food
Right.
marks, for Pete's sake. You don't want to do that. So what do you need to do? You're going to go over and watch a football game because you're inside in the AC.
Yeah, you're inside in a nice, comfy, air-conditioned space. And I don't know how the Battlehawks are going to do this year with every other facility being open. Like, you've got to battle sun, rain, wind. You've got all the elements. Not to mention, I don't know, dude. I think the Kings are going to sell it out. I really, really do. I hope they do. You know? And man, if they do, that'd be phenomenal. It really would, because I'm sorry, but I'm ready to see somebody else take the throne. No pun intended. That was my dad joke in the day. My bad.
Oh, that was.
Look, at the end of the day, though, we've got to admit these numbers are looking very, very good compared to previous seasons. They're on to a great start. I hope that with less than 25 days left before the season starts, that the UFL is going to throw some more marketing out there. I want to see a few more commercials. I want to see some local markets, maybe see some local scavenger hunts, or hey, come check us out. The first 20 people get a grab bag and maybe a pair of tickets. I know that the corporate entities, the groups that are dealing with corporate services in their regions, they're out there pumping it left and right. And guys, it's a great, phenomenal way to have family fun. It's friendly and it's affordable, and you can't beat it. And
bada boom, bada bing, right here. Cardinals attendance tanked last year. Watch how it ranks this year with a rebuild.
I'm just saying that market is very ebb and flow. I'm just going to throw it out there. It's ebb and flow. You know?
Yeah, but we could say the same too.
Yeah, we could.
Just saying.
I will say that the attendance numbers, I know that was a lot to take in, guys. And if you got any questions, please go to the UFL News Hub, uflnewshub.com, and you can click on this and it'll give you some more detailed remarks. Now, some of the things I do want to make sure of is that you guys understand that the numbers can be a little bit misleading because, again, it's not including the season ticket sales. It's not including corporate sales. And the estimate is very rough. So if you're a numbers guy, an accountant, or anything of that nature, don't come for my throat, folks. I promise. It's just an estimate. I like it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm loving what they're doing so far, and with less than 25 days away, guys, get your tickets, get out there, enjoy it, and we'll see what they got to offer, man. We see what
like Dan says right here. All UFL fans, get those tickets.
Get them.
So, Amber, I'm starting something new, and I haven't even told you yet.
Oh, Lord.
Every
Another surprise.
Every week, we're going to do a motivational quote. So, since you didn't know this, I'm going to tell you.
You make me guess the quote?
Nope. So, I'm just going to tell you what it is. Nothing is impossible. The word itself says, I'm possible. Get
okay.
it?
I got it.
I'm spelling in your head. How do you spell impossible?
I was waiting for the apostrophe to fit in, but such is life, right?
Whitney
No,
Houston
I like it.
I
do. And you know, I gotta say,
right here too.
Yeah.
As fans, that's the only way to keep ownership accountable. If you keep going like blind mice, that incentive is there for ownership to improve anything.
Yeah.
Couldn't read that word for some reason. Blonde moment.
Couldn't read the big word there?
So that's mine for this week, unless she can find one, but that is mine. And I want to start that every week because this world obviously is so chaotic. Everyone's life, everyone has things going on in their life that sometimes we just need to take a pause, a deep breath, and remind ourselves of little things like this. So
just under 23 days left before kickoff. You're wanting motivational. You know, the only thing that comes to mind is what I tell my kids constantly, and it deals more with accountability, which I don't know, could be motivational, right? If you account yourself, you hold yourself more accountable, it motivates you so you don't mess up in the future. But I always tell my kids and everybody that like wants to blame everybody else for stuff, I say this. People will do to you what you allow people to do. And I always have that going in the back of my head because it forces me to set up boundaries where boundaries need to be made. It holds me accountable to not allow people to do to me what I've allowed them to do in the past. And it keeps me motivated to make sure that I'm the person that people can count on, that people call, because they know that I will do correct by them. So people will do to you what you allow people to do. That's my motivational quote for the day.
This is true. And to any of those, before we get off here, Amber, to any of those that missed the NFL showcase, let me just say, mullets are coming. They are coming back. Here's an Iowa Hawkeyes player. Yes, everyone, and I wish I had a picture of it here to show you.
Oh, are you kidding me?
The best red-headed mullet I have ever seen. Okay, so also Price and Love are two big wide receivers that I see coming into the NFL that I'm really excited about too. So yes.
Oh man, you had to have me find it, dude. I'm finding it.
I'm telling you,
bruh. I've got it. What are you talking
about? That NFL combine was full of mullets, and I was here for it. And I loved every bit of it. She's gonna put it up here.
I sure am. This gave me life, folks. I am not even going to lie. It gave me life.
Jared Allen needs a job title in itself for creating that and keeping that sustainable within the NFL. I'm just saying. Because this cat's, yes, you putting that video up.
Look at this, folks. Look at this mullet.
Yes.
Is this not just the most beautiful thing you all have ever seen? I don't care where he gets drafted. I am keeping an eye on that. And he better take his helmet off every time he's off the field, because this thing is just glorious. Glorious. You can't beat it.
What is that saying? Party in the, what is it? Business in the
front, party in the back.
Party in the back. Yeah. Yes. The UFL needs more players to get that.
We need the 70s and the 80s styles to come back, folks. This is just, man, you can't beat it. You can't beat it. Oh.
So bummed we missed Mike Jones tonight. We will work with him on getting rescheduled for sure. Yeah.
I'm loving this mullet. I'm sorry. I can't get enough of it.
But here's the dude. Here's the deal. The dude can run too.
Oh yeah.
For being a lineman like that, and can run like
Jennings Dunker. Was that's the guy's name, Jennings Dunker, and not just the efforts, because he did phenomenal, and the combine record was broken for the 40 with a 4.21. I thought that was amazing. I was like, bro, can't.
I'm sorry, and he's with the Iowa Hawkeyes, and can I just say, people can say it stands for idiots out wandering around all they want to, but from my perspective, we are the trendsetters. We are the
Are you?
trendsetters.
All right. Well, good luck with that.
Hey, I started the Snooki bump. When I first moved to St. Louis, I had that Snooki bump, thing in your hair you do in the front. Oh, I was razzed and
I
teased
was
for all year.
so not about that.
And then and then 2
That's all
seasons, the
you.
next 2 years, that's all you saw. Even cheerleaders were doing it, for Pete's sake.
That's all
So, just
you,
saying.
honey. That is all you.
People from Iowa are trendsetters. Just saying.
I can't. That being said, folks, thank you so much for joining us and for listening to us talk about the UFL attendance. We've got just under 23 days before the season starts. So please go to theufl.com, find your tickets, get them while they last, because they are going quickly according to those numbers. I want to see it. Louisville, don't make me a liar, guys. Get to that sold out number. I really hope you guys get it. Thank you so very much for joining us. My name is Amber.
And I'm Amanda. Thanks, champ. We appreciate
you, champ. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. We will see you again next week, next Wednesday at 7 p.m. for Woman Crush Wednesday, the best podcast you can have for women out there with sports. It is the ATeam, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.